All my fellas, all my fellas, all my fellas, all my fellas.
Hello, and welcome to the Lakeside Viking News. It's Monday, November 11th. I'm Elliot.
And I'm Kenya, and here are your weekly announcements.
We're going to Japan in summer 2026, and you're invited. Lakeside families, come learn about the trip we're planning with EF Tours, our educational travel partner. The informational meeting will be held on November 7th at 7 p.m. after the Lakeside Parent-Teacher Conference Night in room 1414. Register for the meeting here.
Attention seniors! Senior ads for the yearbook are due December 1st. Find out more on jostens.com.
We are excited to engage our students and families in this fun community activity. Here's a link to the flag football website and game schedule.
This November, the Lakeside Philanthropy Club is supporting two brave DeKalb firefighters who are battling cancer. Your contributions, no matter how small, can make a big difference. Please join us in giving back to those who risk their lives for our safety. The address for the recipient will show once you place your items in the cart and move to shipping. You may also contribute an Amazon gift card in lieu of an item. Here's the link.
We are also looking for sponsors who can help with equipment, refreshments, and other game day needs. Interested in becoming a sponsor? Reach out to Coach Morrison at this email. Please send us your announcements. If there's something you notice we aren't covering, let us know and we'll try to cover it.
You can send them to this email here. And now on to current events with Patrick.
Hello, my name is Patrick Oliver, and here are your current events. DeKalb County Schools recently approved a new set of safety protocols in response to rising concerns about school security. This includes increased presence of school resource officers, expanded security camera systems, and the introduction of a new digital communication system for emergency alerts. The decision follows incidents in neighboring school districts and growing calls from parents and community members for enhanced safety in schools. Atlanta hosts annual Shaky Knees Music Festival. The Shaky Knees Music Festival took place this past weekend at Central Park in Atlanta, attracting thousands of music fans. The festival featured a lineup of both up-and-coming artists and major acts, including The Killers, Beck, and the Smashing Pumpkins. It was a celebration of live music and an economic boost for the city's local businesses, with a notable crowd from around the region flocking to the event. The 29th UN Climate Change Conference has kicked off in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. World leaders, activists, and environmental experts have gathered to discuss urgent global actions to combat climate change. Key topics include the scaling up of renewable energy, financial support for developing nations facing climate disasters, and stronger commitments to net zero emissions by 2050. This year's summit comes at a critical time as many regions face extreme weather events attributed to climate change. This past Tuesday was Election Day, where we decided who would be the new President of the United States. Here is the current Electoral College map. Donald J. Trump beat Kamala Harris in both electoral votes and the popular vote. Trump is the second president to ever leave office and return for a second non-consecutive term.
Say your name and what classes you teach.
I'm Dr. Fairchild. I teach 4 band classes and I teach music appreciation.
Drew Spires. I teach AP Human Geography and Psychology.
Hi, I'm Ms. Tate, and I teach physical science here at Lakeside. And I'm gearing to be out for maternity leave, so I'm working on keys for the teachers who are going to lead my class while I'm out.
Okay, and we came here to talk to you during your planning period. What are you currently working on?
We have a concert tomorrow night, so I'm trying to get everything ready for that. We've got since marching band is kind of drawing to a close, we're starting up our spring ensembles like jazz band and the basketball band, winter drumline, and a bunch of other things. So I'm kind of spooling up for those, those are kind of coming down the pipe next week.
Have you always taught the same kind of classes, or have you taught other things?
I taught math for 22 years.
Oh.
Everything from sheltered ESOL students, remedial students. We had tech prep students, so I taught applied math for a few years and all the way up through calculus and 1 and 2.
I don't know what it is, but this comes up in class, in band class, pretty often.
Oh, wow.
And it has been unanimous as long as I have been working that if I didn't teach music, everybody agreed I would be a good history teacher. Originally, I was going to major, my family figured I was either going to be a music teacher, an English teacher, or a priest. Those were the 3 things my family thought I was going to be. So I'm glad one of those worked out.
One thing that I would change about the education system is I would make it so that students want to learn for the sake of learning.
Would you say you're a good multitasker, having to manage all the events, or?
I'm a terrible multitasker.
Oh.
I'm a god-awful multitasker. So as like, if I don't know if you can see any of my desk in this, but there's just sticky notes all over the place, and we have excellent student leaders that kind of keep me on task.
What is it like teaching as a
Tiring, very, very tiring. It's hard to stand up all day and whatnot. Initially I was teaching chemistry, AP chemistry, but they needed a physical science teacher here, and that required me to move from my physical science room to a chemistry room to this room, which isn't a science room, and just moving my stuff three times, you know?
Now you're doing more social studies things. How did that happen? Have you,
I blame Mr. Bolkelman for that.
Okay.
So I finished my doctorate at Georgia State, and all of my research group mates, they were all social studies teachers, and as we talked, they're going, you should be social studies. And those are the classes I loved in college, the human geographies and sociologies.
And pregnant,
Yes.
nonetheless. Yeah, so I've been moving stuff today, so I'm still moving stuff. So, yeah, that's been a journey.
Well, thank you for letting me talk to you today.
Thank you, Sky. Thank you.
Thank you for.
Absolutely, it was good to talk.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for coming by. You guys are great.
That is all for the news this week. See you Friday.